There you go.
I've got a slightly odd question for you this morning. Why do Aussies love utes so much? Because after decades of this, the Holden Commodore being the top-selling car in Australia, well, I've got to tell you, then this became the top-selling car after that, and that is the Toyota Corolla, the snappy and cost-efficient car. Then this, the zippy Mazda 3, which coincidentally is the same price as it was 20 years ago. But right now, it's this, the Toyota Hilux, that's the nation's top-selling car. Look, it's a ute, and this is the second top-selling car in the country, the Ford Ranger. Look at that, it's another ute. Now, don't get me wrong, a ute has all sorts of very practical applications, like this. If you're going to the Denny ute muster doing a bit of circle work, you definitely need a ute for that. Tradies, farmers, miners, they all love their utes to put things in the back of, tools, dogs, surfboards, your loved ones, but I still don't get it. In June this year, there were 5,461 Toyota Hiluxes sold. In fact, there's been close on 50,000 Hiluxes sold this year. In June, the Ford Ranger sold 5,051, way outstripping the sale of Ford's traditional sedans. What's happening is that we're buying a lot of vehicles in total. The latest financial year, 1.79 million vehicles. That's a record. Of those, SUVs are 38% of all sales. Now, some of this might be a good sign for the economy. It could be with the government's instant asset write-offs up to $20,000. A lot of tradies tried to find some way to buy a new vehicle. It's also low interest rates and the fact the car companies waged something of a price war on utes and SUVs in June leading up to the end of the financial year. So if tradies and subbies of all sorts are confident enough to go out and buy new vehicles, it could be a pretty good sign for the overall economy. But let's get back to what utes were really made for. How good, can I tell you, is a bit of circle work. I still don't see why we're buying so many of them. $1.76 US cents, Dow Jones down just 0.1 point.